Hello and welcome. You're watching Times Now. I'm Padmaja Joshi. In light of the new farm laws, why is there such chaos about mandis? The issue is basically this. The new farm laws give the farmers a choice. Continue to sell in the APMC mandis where they can get the government determined MSP, or try and get a better price for their produce in the open market. Now, let's look at the facts. Data available with us shows that after the new laws came in, remember the ordinance for this was brought in June. Once the ordinance were in effect, farmers chose to sell their produce in the open market as opposed to the mandis. That's right. This is data from the AgroMarkNet portal. And it shows that in the period immediately after the farm ordinance was brought in, that is between June 6 to August 31. In that quarter, mandi arrivals, that is arrivals of crops in the APMC mandis, went down dramatically. This fall was as much as 49% for fruits, 57% for vegetables, and 45% for grains. I want you to take a close look at this table. In those 3 months, under the new laws, arrival of paddy, which is right at the center of this farmers' agitation that we are seeing, the arrival of paddy in APMC mandis went down by 19.5%. That of wheat went down by 22.3%. And that of vegetables like onion went down by as much as 56.9%. What does this mean? Where are these farmers going with their onion, with their paddy, with their wheat? The thing is that when given a choice, these farmers decided to explore the open market. Instead of going to the familiar APMC mandis, they said, okay, let's see what prices the market give us. And it's but natural they got a better price in the open market, which is why they eventually went and sold there. Now the protesting farmers are being told what? That APMC mandis is the only safe place for you. And if you go in the open market, you will be looted. Tell me a commonsensical question. If a farmer is being looted, if he is getting a bad price in the open market, then why did 40.8% of urad dal farmers suddenly say after the new laws came in that I am going to sell outside, not in the APMC mandi? This is in comparison to the same period last year. Why did 19.5% of paddy farmers in this quarter say, let's see what price the trader will give me outside? It is because the farmer had a choice. And these farmers chose to sell in the open market. This is not hypothetical about what could happen. This is data for what farmers have done, what they have decided. Why? Because it's more beneficial for them. Think about that. Now comes to the question, why are these farmers choosing the open markets? Because you've heard many people argue, farmers always sold in the open market. There's nothing new in these laws. I'll tell you what the difference is. Earlier, traders needed a mandi license to purchase from farmers in APMCs, and for this the traders had to pay a market fee. This market fee that the trader pays, you think it's going to come from his pocket? Of course not. If I am buying something for 2 rupees from the farmer and I am giving 50 paise as market fee, I will deduct that 50 paise from what I give the farmer and he will only get 1.5 rupees. That amount will get deducted from the farmer's profit. That's one component that he will immediately lose out on. Under the new system, and it is written in the law. In this new law, the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act, the buyers are enabled. Now, who are these buyers? They could be farmer, producer companies, or big retailers. They can directly go and purchase from the farmers outside the regulated mandi without any license. I don't have to buy a license. I don't have to pay a market fee. All I need is a permanent account number. This is actually very similar to how trade happens for most goods in the economy. If it is a pen, it's a jacket, or it's even an aeroplane. Now, many people are wondering, if a trader just comes in armed with a PAN number, maybe there are chances that he is going to engage in fraud. For that also, the government actually has written in that they could, if the need arises, the central government may, if it is of the opinion that it is necessary and expedient in the public interest to do so, prescribe a system for electronic registration for a trader, modalities of trade transaction and mode of payment of scheduled farmers' produce in a trade area, which means that basically you just need to have a PAN number and you can be a trader. But the law already says, if the farmer feels that, somebody could come and cheat him, just have a PAN number, they can actually have that registration also done. It already exists in the law. Now let me tell you the second component. One place where immediately the farmer is saving money is this amount that the trader deducted because he had to pay the mandi fees. There's a second component where the farmer is going to save money. That is on the commission that he pays to the Artiya. Now, in the current situation, under the old laws, traders cannot buy directly from mandis. They cannot directly take the mandi license. They have to go via an Artiya or a middleman. This middleman takes the mandi license, and when he facilitates this trade between one side you have the farmer, trader, I'm in the middle, they take a commission. This commission roughly is about 2.5%, 3%. And where is this 2.5% going to come from? Again, it is going to be cut from the price that the farmer should be getting. जो मेरी pocket में जाना चाहिए, उससे 2.5% is going as commission. This is just pure figures, real money that the farmer is losing out on. And don't even get me started on the other losses which you can't really see, but there are losses that the farmer suffers in terms of price, thanks to the cartelization that happens in the APMC. Now, what is cartelization? I'm an Artiya. I go up to the trader and say, listen, this farmer is going to get 100 quintals of paddy. What we'll tell him is that only 70 quintals is good enough, and we will give you MSP on 70 quintals. 30 quintals we will buy at a low rate, at a market rate. Now, all the Artiyas and traders are together. They are a cartel. They are hand in glove. They've spoken to each other. So if I am the farmer and I come to you and you say, only 70 quintals I'm going to buy at MSP. I go to the next trader and the next trader and the next trader, but they are all in it together. So I have no option. The farmer is disempowered. The cartel has ganged up against him, and these are losses that nobody can even document and tell you. In an open market, if I am a farmer, I will directly negotiate with the trader. And since now the trader's definition has been opened up, anyone with a PAN card can come in, how many people will you cartelize? If you've got 100 traders who have ganged up, I will go to the 101st trader and say, okay, you tell me, how much money will you give me? I'll go to the next buyer or the next buyer. Simple. The chances of me getting a fair price are much higher. This is money in the farmer's pocket. And finally, this may sound repetitive, but let's keep reminding ourselves that these farm bills only give farmers an option. APMCs are going nowhere. They existed earlier, they exist now, they will exist in the future. The farmer will make an informed choice, APMC or open market. And data now available to us seems to suggest that the farmers have made an informed choice. It will be a process, but let's not undermine the negotiating power and the intelligence of the farmer. At the end of the day, he has worked in his fields. He wants and deserves the best price. So at the end of the day, we don't have to certify whether the APMC in Mandi is better or the open market. The important point is that both are available to the farmer. He can choose where he sells based on which gives him a better price. And as these statistics show, that so far farmers are willing and they are taking that leap. If this video helped you understand a little bit about the big brouhaha between the APMC Mandi and the open market, don't forget to share it with your friends. Don't forget to also go to our Facebook page, like us on YouTube, and keep watching Times Now I, where I explain.